week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Stafford going to put it up right away. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They got bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the Rams at 4 and 10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Brandon Powell on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and not get free.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson steps away. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Durrance.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Draymond Jones able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
21-0 our score after 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 14 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th. Williams loses the football, and the Rams have got it back.
Do you remember in preseason when we go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
To throw is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
That game on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because You know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Rolling to his left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. This time they stay on the ground.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. It's Wilson.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play action. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackled him for a loss.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact that this is going to go your way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson on the move to his left. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down and goal. Wilson finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 40 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Broncos first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the Rams' 32-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 19.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
13-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
He had some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
14.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now McManus for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, here's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search